Hello YouTubers, April 10th, 2015. This is part 2. Where I left off last time, we were talking about the rabbi from Israel who had made several predictions that had come true. And he was warning everybody about the 44th president and how 44 was meant bloodshed, and how this blood moon of a 4-moon tetrad on the 4th day of the 4th month was going to last 4 minutes and 44 seconds. How uncanny that was, and that the only thing to handle that was add 1, and of course he was referring to a Messiah, because he doesn't believe the Messiah has come, and they're looking for a man. They never did look for the Son of God. They looked for a Moses type, a deliverer type. So Israel is ripe for a Messiah, and we all know as Christians who that will be. It will be the anti-Messiah, the Antichrist, the one who acts like he is the Christ, like he is the Messiah. So the Lord has used this 44, this as a marker in time for some reason. A friend of mine, Steve Steinman, told me that, and he was showing me how Artaxerxes, he gave the commandment to Nehemiah to rebuild the temple in 444 BC. 444 is the gematria of Jesus. And I tell you, there's a couple good videos on YouTube. If you just type in 444, 444, there's several really good ones. Warning, stay away from anything that says astrology, numerology, anything like that. Only listen to gematria-based videos that have to do with numbers. But there's a couple really good ones on, and numbers don't lie. Science, everything's proved scientifically through numbers, because 2 plus 2 will always be 4. Numbers don't lie, they are truth. You know, Lord was also using this to verify to other people how important this moment was. A friend of mine, she's a Catholic. I've been witnessing to her for years. She kind of rolls her eyes once in a while as I start talking about some of these things. But on 4/4, she went to pick me up some cornstarch at the local Family Dollar, and she decided to pick me up some mayonnaise with it. She comes home, and I had been talking about the 444, and this is the receipt. I don't know if you can see it, but $4.04 on 4/4, and even the serial number had some 4s in it. I have some people who work for me, and one of the ladies, she was a half hour late clocking out on Saturday, and so here's the procedure. You have to dial an 800 number, you push 1 or 2 for clock in, clock out, and then a computer generated voice tells you exactly what time you clocked in, clocked out, and then they have to write that on a timesheet physically. So she clocks out Saturday at what time? 4:04. 4/4 was the date. 4:04 was the time. She worked 4 hours. So I'm not sure. You know, I do watch a little TV. There's a show with some Chinese immigrants on it. It's a sitcom called Fresh Off the Boat. This week's episode was all on the number 4. How really we just almost had our mouths dropped open. Like, are you kidding? What are the odds? This was Passover week that has just passed. Now, could this also be a warning, a 7-day warning for 4/11? As I've said in some other videos, 4/11 was the day that the 2 comets crisscrossed in the sky in 96 and 97, Hale-Bopp, and the Japanese one, I can never pronounce it, but it starts with a K. Anyway, and I said in that video, I know that that's an important date in the future, but not sure. Now, in 2012, on 4/11, that was the halfway mark for Ron Reese's 7 years of good, starting with October 28, 2008, when Obama gave his covenant with the many. 1,260 days later, to the day, was 12/11/2012. and we had the two largest slip earthquakes in history. There were so many earthquakes that day that the secular world has now called that the day of the earthquakes. So, I'm trying to jam this all in real quick. I'm going to close with, we were watching Passover week, and I was saying how with all the Jesus movies I've watched, one of my favorite parts is, it's in the scriptures, but it's never been in a movie. And it's when they came to get Jesus in the garden, they said, "Whom do you seek?" Is what Jesus asked him. And they said, "Jesus of Nazareth." And he said, "I am he." And when he said that, they all fell down. The power that emanated from him was so great. They didn't even realize what was happening. It knocked them to their, his flesh might have been, I don't know. But anyway, he asked again, "Whom do you seek?" They said, "Jesus of Nazareth." He said, "I am he," a second time, and then they arrested him. In the Sanhedrin, when he was on trial, he kept his mouth shut until they finally said, "Are you the Messiah, the Son of God?" He said, "I am he." I am the great I am. We were talking about how with the old Ten Commandments movie and the burning bush, I am that I am. So we had just got done talking about this, and we were happened to be watching the Ten Commandments with my Catholic friend. And of course, this is just like the day after all the 444s. So, we're all like, what's going on? And as I said, oh, here comes the part where he says, "I am." And at that moment, the TV says, "I am that I am," with the burning bush. She's reading the newspaper at the same time. She turns the page at that very moment. She literally screams out loud. So the Lord has his way of witnessing, doesn't he? So anyway, I will leave it at that. There are signs. These are signals. There will be a third part here probably tomorrow. And it's going to be about the signs. So God bless everybody. I hope everybody had a great Easter and a happy Passover. If the Lord tarries and something doesn't happen catastrophic on 4/11, I'll put a video out. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.